Okay, so one question I get asked a lot when I speak with contractors is, should I make my business an S corporation or should I keep it as an LLC? So it's not an easy answer that I give when they ask me that question. There's a couple of questions I need to ask in order to give a better answer. So one thing is, has the business just started? Do you currently have losses? Is the business profitable? Like, these are all questions that I need to have answered by the contractor. And so when they tell me that the business had some losses, then I will say that, hey, if it's continuing to have some losses, then you want to stay in the LLC. Because when you're an LLC, those losses are taxed, like you'll be able to deduct those losses when you file your tax return. But let's say you're an S corporation. If you was an S corporation, you would not be able to deduct those losses unless you had what we call shareholders basis in the positive. So let me give you a breakdown of shareholders basis. So all S-Corp owners have either stock basis or debt basis in an S corporation. And the simplest way I can describe that is when you buy stock in a company like Apple and you bought that stock for $100. Now you have $100 of basis, stock basis in that company. So you can imagine if your construction company has had losses from day one or had losses that year, then you will have zero basis, because stock basis can never go below zero, just like stock that you buy in a company. Once, if you keep losing money, then the basis will never get below zero. So if you have stock basis, let's say of $5,000, and then you have a loss that year of $4,000, then you will be able to deduct that $4,000 loss that year, and you'll be left with $1,000 of stock basis left in your company. This is an S corporation. But let's say that you had zero basis and you had that $4,000 loss, and comes tax time, you want to deduct those losses, you will be unable to deduct those losses. Why? Because you don't have enough stock basis to do so. You have zero basis. So you will have this $4,000 loss that will be suspended until next year. So you don't lose the losses. It just carries over to the next year until your stock basis increases or your debt basis increases. I know this is a very complicated subject, but you have to understand that it's not easy to determine whether you should be an S corporation or just an LLC, because it just depends on your current operations. If you are operating at a loss or a profit, I would say that the thing that you should be doing is making sure that you pay yourself a salary using a payroll provider like ADP, Gusto. I recommend Gusto. So you should be paying yourself a consistent salary, because then you will be avoiding, a lot of, well, I wouldn't say a lot of, maybe you'll be avoiding having to pay additional taxes because you didn't run payroll for yourself, versus if you ran payroll for yourself, you'll be paying your income taxes and self-employment taxes throughout the year. So a lot of people get hit with this scary tax bill at the end of the year because they've been taking owner's draws from their construction companies, all throughout the year instead of running payroll. So do yourself a favor. I don't care if you're an LLC right now or you're an S-Corporation. If you're an S-Corporation, you have to pay yourself a salary using payroll, a payroll service, and making sure that filing your payroll tax returns and those things and paying payroll taxes. But if you're an LLC, you have an option. But I highly recommend that you run payroll for yourself so you can pay your taxes, income taxes and self-employment taxes over the course of the year, and you can minimize the tax burden that you may have come tax season. I hope that was helpful.